the launch of Pulse Chain is going to bring a barrage of new assets that are going to be launching on Pulse Chain. It'll not only do that, it'll also bring different niches to Pulse Chain, and those will pump at different times. So what are the top niches that you need to look at if you're thinking about investing in the Pulse Chain ecosystem? Right now, first, before we get into it, right, I think now it's a little bit early. There are good assets out there, but it's a little bit early. You want Pulse Chain to launch, and you want to start to see some of these protocols launch, and you want to see how they compete with other protocols as well, because you're not going to have one or two or three in each niche. You're going to have massive amounts of cryptocurrencies launching. Now, the first niche that's going to be massive is the meme coin niche, right? We've already seen some successful Pulse Chain meme coins that are launching, and I think we're going to see more of that when Pulse Chain launches. I think this is the first niche to really pump, because it's a simple niche to get into. It's simple, it builds a community, and it onboards new people. Now, we're working on a meme coin, pulseship.com, and I think that will be very, very competitive, and it's most likely going to start with a low valuation, which is something you need to think about, right? I mean, if a coin starting off with a market cap of 10 million, the odds that it goes to a billion market cap are not that huge. I do know that market cap is not everything, but coins with low market cap do better than coins that start off with higher market cap. Hex did 10,000x, but before he did 10,000x, it had a market cap of about $5 million. So you do want to get in when they have low market cap. Now, the second niche that I think is really good, but the tokens don't perform so well, is the launchpad niche, right? I think launchpads are going to be huge, because we're going to need to attract different people building on Pulse Chain. So the one type of niche that attracts new builders are launchpads. Launchpads, they attract new builders, and they allow people to get early access to good, promising projects. The beauty of a launchpad is this, right? They do some level of research before they take on a project, or before they do the initial DEX offering for the project. So I think launchpads are extremely powerful. They grow the ecosystem, plus they give you potentials to getting massive gains. However, launchpad tokens not doing quite so well right now, right? Most of them are down, but in some cases you may need to own some of those tokens if you want to get in early on those new projects. Another niche which I think will do really well is the decentralized exchange ecosystem, right? We already have PulseX, which will most probably be the biggest, most liquid decentralized exchange on Pulse Chain. However, there are going to be others that built. And why are other decentralized exchanges necessary? First of all, because PulseX is going to be a fork of PancakeSwap, which means that it will work within the Pulse Chain ecosystem only. So if you're thinking about you want a decentralized exchange that has cross-chain action, one that just natively you can swap something that's on Avalanche and bring it onto Pulse Chain, you might swap. So there's massive room for growth in the decentralized exchange space. Someone with a Bitcoin might want to buy something on Pulse Chain, right? They'll have to go through the bridge, from the bridge go onto Pulse Chain. However, if someone can build a decentralized exchange where they can do all of that stuff natively in the decentralized exchange, so I do think that the decentralized exchange ecosystem will be really powerful, and it'll be one of those niches that does really, really well. Another niche is gaming, right? We've seen how gaming has done really well with Axie Infinity starting this whole mania, by launching a token that did really well in the Philippines, and a lot of people were earning these Axie coins, and they would actually make a living out of it. I think the same thing will work on Pulse Chain. We'll see massive gaming ecosystem, a massive metaverse. Now, these, I think that they will evolve over time. Now, Richard Heart has teased that he might launch an NFT for his 555.55 carat diamond, right? He might launch an NFT for that diamond. When he does launch that NFT, it most likely will trigger an NFT mania within the space, and that will also trigger a whole metaverse mania as well. So we'll have people building the metaverse, building Hexico digitally, building Pulse Chain, I don't know what, Pulsican, building all that stuff, building all that stuff as well, right? So I think it'll be super, super exciting with all the metaverse action as well. Another important thing is this, stable coins. Now, stable coins are one of the biggest niches as well. We've got DAI, the best decentralized, semi-decentralized stable coin. I think we'll have much more stable coins, because we have seen the collapse of Terra Luna and their USD stable coin. However, that does not change the fact that there is massive demand for decentralized, trustless stable coins. Most of the stable coins we have right now are all trust-based, right? So we should have a decentralized stable coin. Now, Richard Heart himself has teased the fact that he might want to build his own stable coin. I don't know if he wants to build a decentralized stable coin or a centralized stable coin, but I think that's another niche that's going to be very, very powerful, and that can live over time. Now, obviously, we've got another niche, is the Another niche is the yield aggregators, right? The yield aggregators, platforms for you to earn money with your crypto. Now, PulseX will have a section where you can earn yield on PulseX, but I do think that other platforms will come and compete as well. This is most likely the stuff that's forked on Ethereum already, right? If you take a look at something like Beefy Finance, Beefy Finance covers a lot of different ecosystem. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't launch on Pulse Chain as well. Most of the yield aggregators, they do one thing: they look for the best yield possible on different blockchains. And if the best yield possible is on Pulse Chain, that means that most likely you're going to have a lot of these yield aggregators. I don't know if there's massive room for new entrants here, or it's just the already established players on other blockchains who just come and launch on Pulse Chain. That will move like that. Then obviously we're going to have a lot of the security token type deals, right? Now, these are your coins that do have to do with something like energy, something like real estate. These are coins that I myself don't like that much, because I haven't seen one that has done really well in that space. They talk a good game in terms of fundamentals, right? They talk a good game in terms of what they can deliver for people. But one thing that I haven't seen is a single security token do really well. If you know of any security tokens that have done well, let me know in the comments below. But I do think that the best use case, the utility tokens have been the ones that most speculators in the crypto space wants to get in on, because yes, a large chunk of the action is still on speculation. So those are my thoughts. Anyway, these are the top niches that I think will do well in Pulse Chain. I think that they will do well at different times. So it's all about looking at the ecosystem, looking at the community, and looking at what are the things that people are liking at that particular point in time. Now, we do know that Pulse Chain might not be launching anytime soon, but it is good to be forearmed with this information before, so that when it does happen, you're not chasing around information. You already know it. It's already sitting in your mind already. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching, and let me know what you think about all of this. Remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Crypto is super risky. So you want to make sure you do your own research and understand the stuff, and yeah, make your own decisions, right? Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you again next time.